Hey everyone, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. This is your reading for Tuesday. If you guys have not seen the Monday reading, it was a great reading. It was really deep though. It's definitely for somebody on a spiritual path, and it was definitely for people who were waiting to see really big happy changes in their life and who just needed a little nudge or needed to see some clarity. It was a really good reading, so I hope you guys will check it out, in my opinion anyway. Let's move into Tuesday. Tuesday is the 6th of June, so let's see what comes out. I'm using Angel Answers today for all the dailies this week. I'm also using the Chakra Wisdom. Chakra Wisdom? Yeah. And the Gilded Royale, just so you know. Okay, let's do it. So for Tuesday, which is the 6th of June, Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know? What are the messages? Keep in mind, these messages could resonate now or later on down the line. My readings are predictive, so if you don't know what these messages are, please do pay special close attention because they're predictions. Also, multiple messages could come out to the very last second of this reading. I can't stress that enough, even multiple storylines, okay? All right, so right off the bat, we've got Don't Stop. We've got 1 year from now, and we've got perfect timing, okay? So the year from now could be longer than a year, but it's usually it's the longest one of all the timing cards in this deck, okay? So it says, don't stop, a year from now, perfect timing. This makes me feel like whatever you're doing right now is going to be paying off, or you'll see the fruits of your labor down the line, okay? So Spirit says listen to your intuition on this. I just happened to see that at the bottom, although your bottom card was perfect timing. This makes me feel like you're gonna see why they told you not to stop and keep going, because down the line, a year or so down the line, you'll see why. Okay, that'll be the perfect time for you to see why they told you not to stop. I'm very curious as to what this is, so let's get into it. These are daily readings. They're not very big, but let's find out what we need to know. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know about this reading? What are the messages? Daily reading. This one's for Tuesday, the 6th of June, 2023. But of course, this reading could resonate any day, week, month, year, anytime you're guided. It is for anyone who's guided, and it could resonate anytime it resonates. Okay. All right, one more shuffle here. Daily reading for this coming Tuesday. All right, let's go with it. Don't stop, a year from now, perfect timing. All right, what do we need to know? The Hierophant reversed. Okay, what else do we need to know? Okay, we've got the 2 of Cups. We've got the 8 of Swords. All right, what else do we need to know? Please. Okay, whoa, that's way too many. I can't take all that. Just 1 or 2. We only need a couple more cards here. Can we have 1 or 2 at a time? Okay, the Empress and the Lovers reversed. And what else? One more card, please. One more card. Okay, we got 2 that came out together. The Ace of Wands reversed with the 5 of Pentacles, and we got the Hermit at the bottom. Wow. All right, so I feel like there's something going on, definitely with some kind of a partnership. And I say that because beneath the 2 of Cups, which ends up being your central issue of the entire reading, is the Lovers in the reverse. So this makes me feel it's either a very platonic partnership, or it could be either or for different people it's going to be different things. But whatever it is, I feel as though you'll be severing the tie. The Hierophant is reversed here. The 8 of Swords over here says you're not really trapped. So this really, see how she sees herself as trapped in the mirror, but she's really not. This really makes me feel like, for some of you, you feel like you got to stay in some kind of partnership. And like I said, doesn't matter which kind of partnership it is for you. It's going to be different for everybody. But you're being asked to really look deeply at this with the Hermit here at the bottom of the deck, shining the light right on it all. The Hermit is shining the light right on, actually on the commitment that's being dissolved. The Hierophant here reversed. Now, what kind of a commitment is this? It's any kind of commitment. Could be platonic, it could be business, it could be work, it could be friendship, it could be family, it could be love, it could be, you know, it could be romantic. It's some kind of an attachment that you have to another person. Okay. We have the beautiful Empress here, and over here at the very end of the reading, right next to the Lovers reverse, we have the Ace of Wands reversed and the Five of Pentacles. Now, fives mean change, and you've got two of them. You've got the Five of Pentacles, and you have right there the Hierophant. It's also a number 5 card. So this really just says to me, you're not really trapped. You're not stuck. And there's a need for change. And change is going to be, if you make the change, this is what happens. So we have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Ace of Wands that is reversed, which we'd rather see in the upright. But if you make the change, that's what happens. You no longer have the Five of Pentacles and you get the Ace of Wands, the beautiful new beginning. So there really is a change needed here. And another thing that just really exposes the fact that we need a change is because you're so in your head about it. The Eight of Swords. This is somebody who really, really is stuck up in their head about this. And Spirit is saying, don't stop shining the light on this situation. Don't stop. You know, she's got a blindfold on, so she can't see clearly the real truth. And in fact, behind this Hermit who's trying to who's shining the light on this and trying to get clarity is the Queen of Swords reversed. I really don't see clearly. This really is about someone who's needing to see something from another perspective, see something from a clearer point of view. Someone who really needs, sorry, I'm taking a sip of coffee here. I feel like I want to cough, you guys. I've got it. My allergies are really bothering me today, so I apologize if I do cough. But anyway, I really do see here where someone, this is really about a partnership. It has to do with the entire reading, that central card, first of all. And second of all, for some of you, it could be love or it could be platonic. So let's get into it and see what comes out when we clarify, okay? Gilded Royale for those of you that care. All right, Spirit and Angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know about this reading? What are the messages? This is a daily reading. It's for this coming Tuesday, and it's for anyone who's guided to see it. Again, it could resonate at any time. It could resonate later on down the line. My readings are predictive. Try to remember that. Multiple storylines and different messages could come out for different people right up to the very last second of this reading. And sometimes beyond that, I have to come back on camera and say, oh, wait a minute. As soon as I clicked off, messages came through. Happens all the time. And Tuesday's reading, this upcoming, yeah, Five Pentacles again. Whatever this is, the partnership, something about the partnership and feeling left out in the cold. Five of Swords reverse. Now, what did we talk about? These fives are meaning change, right? And here's one in reverse, the way I prefer seeing them. This really is about you reversing these fives, releasing the energy of the fives, right? So that you can be in the ace. And this energy of the fives that you're in has something to do with this partnership. All right. And when you release this, when you allow this to leave and that ace comes in, you're on a whole new path. The ace of, not only the Ace of Wands, but the Two of Wands. So you have the 1 and the 2 showing the new path. And look at how it's just lit up. It's like the universe lights your path up. But remember, it happens with the release of these fives and the fact that you're going to bring in that Five of Pentacles. You're going to release the Five of Pentacles is going to bring in, I'm sorry, the ace is what I meant to say. So the ace comes in as a result of you releasing these fives, which we can see is about to happen here. It's going to point you in the right direction on your journey. It's going to allow you to move down this path and to take an action. Look at the Four of Swords in the reverse behind this. This is like it's like you finally got your orders, you know, and we talked about this before, that a lot of people have been standing like at the, you know, it's like when, remember, you know, when a marathon's about to start, or a race or a triathlon or something, and you're all standing there and you're ready, you know, to hit that line. You're on the line, toe hitting the line, but you can't cross it, but you are poised. And that's what this feels like to me. Like, you're about to, you know, have the go. It's going to be, you know, you're going to get the go ahead. And the go ahead really is something you've been waiting for a long time. And this could be something that you're doing throughout this year. Because remember, don't stop a year from now. Perfect timing. Whatever this is about, whatever you've been in the dark about and you're trying to see clearly, you're going to start seeing it clearly. And this is your time to prepare, to get ready, to go, right? I think you're going to really see the fruits of your labor in a year. Now, this could be the beginning of something, really, with that Ace of Wands and this Two of Wands here. This really could be the beginning of something. And it comes because you decide you're not going to stay in these fives anymore. Fives are a really hard place to be. It's when we're lost and lonely and sad, and we're grieving, and we feel, you know, people are gaslighting us, or we're dealing with drama, or we're dealing with bullying, or we're dealing with BS, period, right? And it's a time of low vibration when we feel like we just are, it feels like we're swimming through quicksand, right? So that's why she feels so trapped, right? She's stuck in these fives, you know, and this is what you're releasing. Release. Look, you got the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. And most of them are reversed, thankfully, now, or they're beginning to become reversed. This is all indication of change. Fives mean change, and change is going to do you great. And Spirit says, don't stop the changes. Don't stop pulling yourself out of these fives. Something about a partnership is what put you in these fives. All right, but they've got a whole new path ahead of you, ready to go. And you are going to take action to go down that path when you see it lit up, okay? All right, let's find out. That's what the Hermit's trying to do. Where'd that path go? Where's that path? The Hermit's trying to shine the light right on that path. And look at it. It couldn't be more bright and beautiful. When you see it, you're going down it. All right, let's go. Tell me about the Hierophant in the reverse here. Hierophant in the reverse. Yeah, absolutely. Could I say it again? Five in reverse. The Five of Wands. No more BS. No more drama. No more nothing. You're like, no. Seven of Wands always wins. They're always the winner. They're the king of the pile, the king of the hill, whatever you want to call it. The Seven of Wands is the winner. When all these people are fighting, we got one person that actually wins, and it's that king. It's that Seven of Wands. I almost said the King of Wands. It's the King of Wands. I don't care if you're king or queen, you win. This really is all about exactly what I said, overcoming something that was really stressful. Look at this, Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords, right? Wow. So, you know, there's so much truth to be said here in the fact that this really is something you felt you couldn't get over or past because, well, you can't get over stuff when you're so stressed out. This is very emotional and mental, all of this, right? But this is overcoming that. This is getting your way through that. It had something to do with this partnership, something about this partnership, something about some kind of partnership made you feel like this, but we got to get you out of it because fear isn't real. And we need you to progress past these fives. Tell me about the Lovers reversed. What do we need to know about it? Just one or two. There we go. Nine of Pentacles reversed. So this is like, I lack confidence. This has something to do with whatever happened in this thing. And you really could have been left like on your own. Like, you know, you ended up on your own because someone like abandoned you, you know, or made you feel abandoned or made you feel really bad. This kind of energy comes in when somebody really gets hurt, when they get ghosted or when they get cheated on or when, you know, when something really, you know, a lot of drama, you know, a lot of gaslighting, a lot of BS happens, you know, and this really is someone who's recovering from this, okay? But this really did knock your confidence down. And the main part that keeps you in your head like this is the fact that you feel left out in the cold and you feel like your confidence has really been rocked. All right, I want to look at the Empress here, because the Empress stands tall and she looks amazing. Tell me about the Empress. What do we need to know, Empress? For Tuesday's reading, this coming Tuesday, why is the Empress here and what do we need to know? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Oh my God. What? Empress. Carrying too many burdens on your back. I'm feeling too stressed out because you really don't know the answers with the Eight of Swords here. Again, feeling blindfolded and bound and overburdened. This really says, I've got way too much on my plate, or I've got way too much on my mind, or both, right? Let's take a look at that Eight of Swords, because now you've had the Eight of Swords twice and the Nine of Swords. Tell me about the Eight of Swords over here. What do we need to know about it? Tuesday's reading. And you can just as well be the Emperor feeling this way. You know, you don't have to be whatever gender you resonate as, really. Tell me about the Eight of Swords here. Eight of Swords. Oh, wow. Absolutely. All right. This is excellent, because really, you know, this is about you pulling yourself out of this. And what did I say? You're going to overcome this. It's the first thing I said. You're going to overcome this. Why? Because you're going to sever this tie, or you're going to be okay with whatever happened. You're going to work on it. I feel like whatever this is, you felt like you couldn't recover it, or you couldn't recover from these emotions or these feelings, or, you know, again, there's a lot of blindfolds in this reading. And, you know, when I see these blindfolds on someone, it makes me feel like most of the reason you feel trapped is because you don't have answers, you know. And when I see the shining the light and the Queen of Swords back here, who didn't have the clarity, right? This makes me feel like I don't really have the clarity here. And that's really what stresses me out. I'm so stressed out because I don't know everything. Whatever happened in this partnership, you never really got all the answers. And we had this come up in 1 or 2 of the weekly readings last week. And releasing these fives is going to help you bust free of the stress that you've been under. And, you know, it's the moment when you realize we don't get to know everything, and we really don't. We really don't. There is no way we're going to ever know everything that happened, especially when there's a surprise breakup or the surprise severing of ties in business or in friendship or in whatever it is. It feels to me like it was relationship for most of, like romance for most of you, but it doesn't have to be. But it really, there's something here you never got clarity on. Queen of Swords reversed again at the bottom. This just continues to tell me I can't see something clearly. Queen of Swords reversed not once but twice, with the Eight of Swords not once but twice. I'm so in my head about Hermit, shining the light on this, but I still don't have all the answers. It's okay, whatever it is. If you don't know all of it, but you know that this is done, right? And you know that it left you feeling a certain way. But it doesn't mean you have to stay that way. So if this, whatever it is that happened in this partnership that really has burdened you and kept you stuck, if this is what's keeping you stuck, is the burden of stress or blindfolded or you know, not fully understanding it, then the best thing I can tell you is to let it be okay. You know, let that be okay that you never got all the answers. Let it be okay. Because, you know, the one thing I can say is if this happened to you and you were left out in the cold and you were, you know, gaslit, you were put through a lot of drama, or you were abandoned or ghosted or whatever this is, right? Whatever happened to you in this partnership, the one thing I can say for sure is this is not your person. So that in itself will let you know that you don't have to wait for these answers because they're not worth your time. Because guess what? Your person's out there waiting for you, right? So if this is not your person, then why waste another moment on this person? And when I say waste another person moment, it's because, like, we had 9 of Swords too, but the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords we had, and the 10 of Wands says to me, you are keeping yourself from this, the 6 of Swords, that takes you right to peace, right? That takes you to that peaceful place, and it takes you away from, look how it heads away from what you feel so trapped in your head about, and takes you to peace. This is a card of peace. The truth is, fighting for this, fighting for yourself to be done with this, blocking this, blocking it out, blocking it from your life, whatever it takes for you to be the king of the pile, for you to be the queen of the pile, for you to be, the last man standing, right? Let these, whatever this drama is, let it be, right? We don't need it. Because I really feel like the main thing here that for you to know is, if you can do this, block, stop, deflect, move away from, get out of, free yourself. This is really about freeing your mind. And that's really, I think it was an Aquarius reading last week where being all up in their head really was important to the reading. But this really is about freeing your mind and not stopping. Keep on clearing, releasing, even if it means you got to forgive somebody who did you dirty. But I don't mean call them or anything. This is like an internal thing, right? Just for you. And you'll see that on Monday's reading. If you want me to talk about, in fact, anyone who this reading is for, please watch Monday's reading. It's really important that you do. All right, so, but whatever this is, this release, and then don't stop releasing. Keep going. And you're going to see why a year from now this was so important for you. Because a year from now is going to be perfect timing for you to meet the person you're supposed to be with, or the partner that's going to treat you right. Even if this wasn't about love, right? For most of you, I feel like it was, though. I definitely feel as though whatever this situation is really left you feel in a certain way, all in these 5s and in all these swords of stress. Okay, so it's time to purge this. It's time to release this. It's time to be okay with the fact that you might not know everything that happened or why it happened, or you don't have all the answers on why things went the way they went or have been going the way they've been going. The one thing I can tell you is, no matter what you do know and don't know, and whatever this stress is that you continue to carry like on your back as a medal, it's like your Medal of Honor, stress and devastation, but you're actually the Empress or Emperor, right? You don't deserve to stay in this. This is something that you're meant to overcome and leave behind, right? And I feel like you will. The only reason that you're still feeling this, or still feel like a certain way, is because you've been depleted by this person, by this situation, really. And Spirit says keep on going forward and don't stop, because this really is going to be important to you to move past this. Anyway, I hope this helps. Please watch Monday's reading if you haven't watched it. It is crucial to people that are waiting for big happy changes in their life but don't quite know what's keeping them from these big happy changes. Okay, all right, thank you guys for being here. This was way longer than a daily reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.